In the bottom left-hand side, representing Phantom Aces, is Scars, and in the upper right-hand side for... Okay, you want to cheer, all right. Who is cheering for the upper right-hand side Night Elf player? PaTo! There we go, it took some time, then we do the first one again. Who is cheering for a former German bronze medalist, Scars? Fan favorite, pretty clear.
Yeah, local lad, basically. I mean, we already have a surprise. We have a CORSAIR.
That is right. Scars has been playing that before. He was ultra frustrated in this matchup, like a year ago, maybe a year and a half, but he said it himself. Night Elf might be Orc's best matchup now.
Yeah, I actually think that is probably true. I mean, let's be honest, Scars can be frustrated with a lot of matchups at times, but I think he has a point there. This is not the standard, we would say. You usually see Blade Master openings. CORSAIR Grunts is not totally uncommon, but it's not the standard at all. So I wonder how PaTo reacts to this. I don't think it changes his game plan much, to be honest. Still, my guess is PaTo is going to go into Dryads and Bears. I think that is equal. I mean, that goes directly into CORSAIR.
Right on. So, of course, PaTo is very experienced in this matchup. In his region, the guy to beat is obviously Hitman. He's been trying for a long time, so his practice is always worth Orc to finally beat Hitman. For Scars, maybe not so much, but on the other side, on the ladder, you meet a million of these elves.
That is true, and the thing about Hitman is that Hitman has a lot different playstyle. He has a plan and he executes it very directly every time in the same order. Of course, this is completely different, so that practice doesn't necessarily help you that much. We have the first engagement here, by the way. Good mana burn early.
Yeah, trying to get rid of these wolves as fast as possible. Archer's in a defensive position, so are the Grunts. Not a real big fight, rather a little skirmish, and that might give us the time to tell a little story here. The reason why this game was delayed, actually, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if I can say it, but whatever. PaTo forgot the password to his account.
Yes, that is true. Is that nerves, we wonder?
Yeah, exactly. Is this veteran of the game, who's been traveling the world for 20 years, is he getting nervous on his old days?
I might, but on the other hand, he also destroyed his phone the first day at RaRa.
Correct.
So this might just be a very unlucky path for him. We hope that it's not nerfs, because that would be bad for the game. I think Scars has been intending to go a super early expo. It just feels like that, because he has that peon going and get to the gold mine every time. I'm not sure if he saw something that made him not do it, or he just forgot about it and just keeps going between the gold mines.
He's trying again now, so PaTo is certainly not unlucky when it comes to the items. Circlet, slippers, gloves, that's very good. And he's starting an almost old school push towards the tier 2 buildings, and this bestiary is not coming through.
No, that's actually a big win for PaTo. The bestiary is the main thing that will help the Orc here, because the Grunts without lockdown will be bad. Oh, there's going to be a tower push.
Oh my! After Tets, that tower pushed Razormoon out of this tournament. We see it again. Maybe.
I think it's no maybe anymore. The thing is, PaTo probably has talked with Razor about this, would be my guess, after the games. But what can he do at this moment, I wonder?
We'll see about that. We see a keeper on PaTo's side. Repair immediately. Here we go. Good old Taker style. Shout out. The next generation of German Orc players are playing this style apparently as well. So yeah, what's the list of priorities you have to do now against this push?
He did the first thing correctly. He got the mana burn on the FS, so there's no more wolves now. At best, you get one more wolves later. I think, and also focusing on Naga is probably good if you can get it. But you have to be super strict in how you prioritize. Losing archers to this degree is not good, though.
What do you think about Thorns or a first? Oh, Naga about to go down. Nice support here. One more swipe. The critter block.
The deer block.
Oh, man. Little unlucky there. With Detonator coming in. Fascia also might get chased here. This is okay. Not that great. That keeper with the Thorns aura might just bite the dust. Gets the potion. And man, this is a high-tension game.
Yeah. The thing is, the towers will get up now. And I guess PaTo then has to buy time to get enough damage to keep to burst them down. But it's gonna be difficult with 3 grunts upon you.
Oh, new potion of healing for the keeper. Run, dear, run! So what do you do against the 2 towers now? Granted, there's no reinforced defenses yet.
He just has to buy time. If he can get level 2, get 3 ends, can block some damage, can get them faster. I mean, As long as Scars doesn't have wolves, he has more or less no other damage output than the grunts, and the grunts don't do that much damage. So, but the problem is, what can PaTo produce?
True. He's trying to get treants up. Does he even still have an engine of war? Oh yeah, it's at the shop, unfortunately. He's super far away from production. Reinforcements will trickle in slowly. He's trying to get archers. Not even sure if he has a Hunter's Hall. Oh, he has a Hunter's Hall, so he can go glaives if he wants to, but it will take forever for them to arrive.
Indeed. And I wonder when PaTo, if he gets level 2 on his keeper now, will he go treants or will he try to go for the Farseer kill?
Oh. Dude, how many potions of healing are in this shop, man? Shopkeeper making bank tonight.
I mean, the good thing for PaTo is since he can't produce, at least he has money for items.
True.
So it will help him, and that's what he has to bank on. Getting 1 kill would be so good here for getting the... Or maybe he needs 2 kills, actually, to get the level 2 keeper.
Next Moonwall is going down. PaTo not supply blocked, obviously. No chance for tier 3, no chance for an orb. On the flip side, Scars now laying the siege to this main, or continuing to lay the siege with a Demolisher.
Good, nice mana burn, by the way.
Always, right? Oh, Chain Lightning, another one! That's the keeper buying the dust, and it's only the Demon Hunter remaining for poor PaTo. Scars retreating, he got a shop now as well. All eyes on the Demon. Grunts are coming in for the block, mana burn again, but this Demon Hunter might be forced into a TP. No, saves himself, but man, it's a long time till night falls and the Moon Juice regenerates.
Yeah, only now keeper starts, actually. No, it doesn't actually. Yeah, now it starts. He was a bit late for reviving as well, so he needs to wait for that. It's kind of hard to see how PaTo's going to get out of this. He has no Moon Juice, basically no healing, and no units.
But he has a Demon Hunter level 4,
and a dream.
And a dream. And good items, okay? Oh, Demon Hunter's walking in. Focus fire, that's the potion gone.
He really needs to get some damage on. No, Farseer. No, he needs to cancel his clarity on the Farseer. The wolves are super good for Scars here. They do so much more damage than anything else in this army combined.
Yeah, and you can't really spend too many wisps for detonating.
Nope.
It's finally a kill. Demon Hunter,
that.
raid boss, Entangle, finally Chain Lightning on the other side! Gets it in the Naga Faults! Oh my god! All right, man. Where are we at now?
I still think PaTo is in big trouble, but every play helps, of course. I see that Scars is now, if he gets reinforced, this will be super difficult to do anything about. Also, he's getting raiders. So every time now PaTo is running into the towers, he might get ensnared and take a lot of damage.
Exactly, and the lovely observer pointed it out, there's no potion anymore for PaTo, so he has to go to the shop. Demon Hunter, when are the potions restocking? They need the staff of our bar to restock faster.
I think this is over, Mr. Neo.
Oh, is it? Is it though? Is it though? Keeper arrives with the heal scroll and taking on the Farseer. Not going for the downfall. Mana burn again. One Demon Hunter against them all. Engine of Protector surviving. Oh my god. There's the answer you were talking about. Raider survives as well. PaTo supply stuck at 19, now 20 more! Chain Lightning in for potion! Going for the Demolisher, can he get it? 3 seconds left on the clock, Entangle, mana burn, focus, speed scroll! Oh, that's saving him, the towers are attacking, goes around, gets the kill! PaTo in shambles! GG, well played! Holy macaroni, dude, what kind of game was that?
I was 100% sure PaTo was dead 10 times there. That was actually pretty close.
God damn. Okay, that's the first game I cast this tournament. That feels really good, Dortmund. Oh boy. Okay, do you think there's still some fight left in PaTo?
Yeah, I think. But the thing is, like, does he know the counter? Is there like a perfect counter to this?
I don't know. Because apparently that's the meta of the tournament now. You just tower rush these elves.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's probably something to do you can do with it that makes it a lot easier to deal with. But can you learn that in 2 minutes?
Yeah, that's the problem now. You got some time to think about it. It's going to be a new map. It's going to be a different setup, of course. But yeah, with the Ancient of War so far outside, of course, your base is wide open.
Yeah. Maybe he just missed time. But I wonder if that peon on the south was actually like a way to trick PaTo. I think he saw that peon. Because we saw, I think Tedster did the same with Razor Moon. He did one game, he did fast expo, like a very fast expo for an orc, and then the other game he did a tower rush. So it kind of follows the playbook here. We'll see if the next map
Mind
will be
games.
face
Mind games it is. Yeah, man. I wonder if we switch casters or if we have the next game coming up. Okay, we have one more replay here. Those were some hype moments. No, it's not an instant replay. It is the next game. Dondo, thank you very much for joining us. We need to replace you. Maybe we see you back. Give it up for Dondolare! Or not. Also fine. There we go.
God.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a dear friend, a person I talk to pretty much every single day in gym Discord, Disengage from Disengage TV.
How's it going?
How's it going? I'm feeling very good next to you, my man.
Yes? Just the gym meme incarcerate.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. We'll talk about your sponsor maybe later tonight.
Maybe later tonight.
All right.
The money hasn't hit the bank account yet, so
I see. Okay.
we have to talk to Angry Korea Man about that.
That is very important. Also very important to know for the people. What race are you playing, good sir?
I am playing Orc.
So, the Orc player is not from your region, but the Night Elf player is. Who are you rooting for in this match?
After this last game, I'm going to have to say the Orc. I'm going to have to say Scars. I'm inspired by the cheese. I'm inspired by the off-meta pushing at odd times.
Yeah, man, you're a fan of the lames yourself, right? Mass Raider, Mass Wyvern, it's your thing?
Mostly the lanes.
Yeah?
Mostly the lanes.
Okay. Get your textbook, write it down. The tower push is all the rage now.
Yeah. I've been told that, no ego gaming. Remove the blade and just lame your way through.
Let's see if Scars removes the blade from his playbook. We're going in. It's match points for Scars and PaTo fighting for survival. Whoo, there we go. Disengage. Northern Isles it is. On the bottom left-hand side, we got PaTo down a map. You think he can come up with a solution to this tower push now in like 2-3 minutes?
I don't know. I think that he's going to probably play it a little bit more reserved. I think he's going to keep scouting, making sure he's got to find those peons moving across map a little bit earlier, try to pick them off, try to stall as much time as he can.
So last game we had Scars on the fast here. Now he's switching it up. Blade it is.
There are a lot of things you can do against Night Elf with the Blade. I think that this matchup is, as Dondo said, it feels one-sided right now, but I think it's also because Night Elf has a lot of flexibility, and it kind of feels like with Orc, you have to build your way through that, and Blade does allow you to work with that, whether it's Keeper first, Demon first. But it's very interesting that he is going with the mirror image right off the bat.
Yeah. That's the Scar style. He was so frustrated with the matchup like a year ago. He came up with this one when Mirror Image got buffed and finally got the damage. He said, okay, I'm going to use that just like in Dota's Phantom Lancer or what. I'm going to craft a build around that. And man, these slippers are certainly going to help with that.
That is a huge pickup off of the super quick camp. I wasn't a fan of the mirror image for a while, but I was, again, inspired by Koss, the American Koss, playing the jam style of Farseer with Blade mirror image. Now I'm a firm believer that mirror image is there's some value to it.
Yeah, there is, but in my opinion, it takes a long time to get online. I don't know if PaTo is going to give him that time. He's starting off with immolation, so creeping is super fast, especially against these Murlocs. So he tried to go into Scar's base in the previous map already to get rid of a Beastery, and he might just do that again.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I feel like this matchup is so dependent on who can cancel whose tier 2 buildings first. If you can cancel those lures or the winds first right off, or if you can cancel the Bestiary, Spirit Lodge, it really, who's the aggressor? Who's on their back foot?
And given that PaTo is soon to be level 3 and Scar's just hit level 2, the Night Elf might just be the aggressor here.
Oh yes, he will be able to move across the map. I don't know if he has a War Mill yet, because with him coming across the map, I know that Dark did it earlier to me today with Night Elf. You come across the map with a demon and 4 or 5 archers, and no matter how much you repair burrows, they're going to fall. You need to get the reinforced defenses.
I think we can safely say that this is going to be a very, very different game than the one before. We have PaTo building an expansion.
I love it. I think that, he's sending the mirror image down, trying to scout for it. He sees the demon. Again, it's very it's a little bit different in the fact that Keeper, you had the Keeper meta where you would be expecting the Expo right off, but with seeing Demon, he might not be expecting that Expo going down there.
There was a scout, I saw it. I don't know if it was in time, so we'll see if he puts some pressure on the North or not. But yeah, we will have a two-base situation. Maybe they're just totally fine with that and leave each other alone.
Totally, and it is. It's one of those things where ORC is still, it feels like it's the last race that really thinks about expoing at this time, especially at this time of the game, 5 minutes in. But I like it. I like the mistiming of it. I like the fact that, neither player is really expecting the other to be expoing right now.
So who tricks who the best?
Yes.
We got the dust on Scar's side, so he can continue hunting the archers. On the other side, we got Watch Awards, and now he will confirm it at the very, very latest, but he's also here at 50%. Blade Master also. Is that enough damage to cancel it?
I want to say it is. If he brings those grunts over to help defend, I don't think so, especially if that demon stays in that spot. If he's got to move out of that corner, and he's trapped. He's trapped in there.
Okay, is it enough damage? Can he
No.
dodge some shots? There is evasion. Invo potion, though. Committing hard. There was a little bit of safety here, and then if there's no crit, that must be a cancel. Oh, nothing you can do against it.
So close.
And so frustrating.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do.
No, you can't. Especially especially the fact that it's not daytime yet. He knew it was the big invul. He knew that it was going to wait. That was the longest 15 seconds he's probably played in this tournament so far.
Right on, man. Right on. Just watching when your base goes down. And that, of course, puts him behind. He has no tech advantage or anything. Both are ending up on tier 2. This is looking kind of like we have a solid shot for a game 3.
I want to say yes. I think that it's also interesting that because he went that Expo, he doesn't have the tier 2 buildings up in time, so he's pretty grunt heavy. We see PaTo going with the lures right now. If he went Winds and had Talons on those grunts, those things would melt. But it looks like he's given up on the Expo and he's trying the same strat with a little variation with the Blade instead of the Farseer.
Oh man, I don't know if the Blade is as good as the FS was. Definitely an expansion, a tower push that comes as a plan B/C, but I love the inventory on the Blade Master. Talisman of Evasion scales with the illusions, and he takes care of the shop that held PaTo for such a long time in game 1.
Totally, and the nice thing is that you turn, and this is what I've been working on with Koss, is that you turn the Blade almost into a faux those crits, a faux Farseer, in the sense that you provide that buffer with those illusions.
True, they work as your wolves.
They work as your wolves. They allow you to push forward and pull back a little bit. They put distance in between you.
Look at PaTo, man. He looks so angry. The Naga falls to the Demon Hunter. There was very little chance for Scar's push to actually survive, but now with the Naga down, that helps. Blade Master also. Very little mana to work with.
And those grunts are going to town. That Naga almost walks into a surround, but he's keeping an eye on that Blade. Oh, the Blade goes down.
No chance anymore, man. Both heroes double kill for PaTo. He's certainly back in this series. First the Expo cancel, now kind of single-handedly defeating this push. What's left for Scars to do?
He can try to surround this Naga, ensnare and surround, and just pray. But yeah, I mean, these grunts with the slow, they're useless at this point. You're diving in, the tree hang is going whack whack, as we would say in gym. Yeah, things are starting to fall apart for Scars.
And there it is, GG! PaTo delivers the encore, fights back, 1-1. And now it's really do or die. It's really do or die. We have one map left here on the first day of RaRaLand. And this is all it's coming down to. Who will join us in the round of 16, man? PaTo, Scars?
Man, it's crazy that invul, he could have found maybe one other item, Potion of Greater Healing, to save that Demon.
Yeah.
Because if that expo goes up, that completely changes the course of this game. That item got the expo kill, forced Scars into a strategy he really wasn't planning on, and it all just started going downhill from there.
Who do you think will deal with the pressure now better? Scars, PaTo?
I want to say PaTo, just because I've watched him more. You know, I've seen him up against a lot of people in those NA Cups, those weekly cups. You know, I want to say PaTo.
All right, man.
But I have faith in my orc.
We of course know that you Americans have no idea about Warcraft 3,
No.
so it's definitely going to be wrong. And my boy Scars is going to take this home now.
I could be completely wrong. This is my inner orc of just like, what do you do at this point? You know, you see, you have mass grunts, you don't see talons. You're like, okay, no magic damage against the heavy armor, and it still just falls apart.
I think from a psychological standpoint, for Scars, it's kind of good that he can fall back onto his winning strategy. Mm-hmm. So the thing that worked once, he can just use again.
Yeah, I mean, you know that it came. You know that you can do it. It's just making sure you execute on plan A and not having to resort to plan B.
Right on. Let's move in. Game 3. Decider. Last player to qualify for the Being Esports World Series. Okay. We weren't sure if the camera was off or not, but there we go. Okay, Dortmund, one last time. I want to hear ya. Who wants PaTo to advance? All right, solid. But I assume the horde to be a little louder for Scars. There we go. The horde is running. I like it.
It's the orc show. We've sort of stayed on the sidelines when it comes to all the balance talks and watching all of the other races just kind of go at each other.
Yeah, because you get all the buffs, dude.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Facts, Disengage, just facts.
So we start off with Farseer Grunt for Scars, and PaTo is going right to the Merc camp.
It is the Farseer again, man. It is the winning strategy, just as we predicted. PaTo as well with that Merkin. Of course, it's super strong. He gets level 2 immediately. Good item. But his base is going to be exposed again, just like on Autumn Leaves.
And that's the scary thing. You know, there's this peon already moving out. He saw it. He saw the peon, but yeah, you know, that's always a thing with those ancient wars. You know, the ancient war creeping, you're leaving that base completely defenseless.
But he has then access to mercenaries again, so that's a plus that he did not have on Autumn Leaves. It cannot dispel, it can only heal for the time being, but a little heal takes pressure off of Moon Juice. But first of all, pressure's on the Moon Juice.
Yes, and that's really the goal for when I play Farseer against Night Elf is, you know, getting Wolves on Wisp, forcing Moon Juice use. That way, it's pretty much empty, and then you can really start doing damage. You know, you want to drain those Moon Wells. You're not trying to kill anything at this point other than Wisp and just draining those Moon Wells.
That worked quite well. What's Scar's doing with this shop in the middle?
Quicker access to the shop. If it doesn't get canceled, he may just try to do the expo again like he did last game. But yeah, you know, instead of having to run all the way home to pick up a salve, to pick up, you know, speed scroll, now he can go halfway.
Ooh, both first heroes again. Pretty hurt. That will certainly drain some juice, and he has to run back to the shop, who just finished for some healed cells. But is delaying level 3 Demon Hunter. That is super important.
You got to delay the Demon Hunter to 3 as much as humanly possible. It's that hero that once you get it to 3 or 4, it really starts to go off the rails. And once it hits 5, that's when you just QQ. You're just out.
Would you QQ when you see a Demon Hunter with this inventory? Double claw?
Most likely. That's where you upgrade the brute strength right off, because that thing is going to be doing some massive right-click damage.
Wow, you were right with the call, dude. It is an expansion in the middle of springtime. Of course, no creeps to protect it, but will PaTo find out?
He is going to be nothing but pressure. Scars is going to put nothing but pressure on him, and he's going to try to keep him on his side of the map, so that way he just doesn't even know it's there until it's too late. But he's running around it. You gotta throw a wisp up there, something. And that's what I meant for the last game, you know, between the tower rushes and all of that Scars is doing with the cheese. You know, you gotta suss these things out because, again, you know, it's gonna be too late and that expo's almost up.
And PaTo's playing pretty standard, I'd say. We don't have a Huntress Hall yet, so there's a slight chance he goes Talons. But man, he seriously needs to come up with something against his expos at 50%.
And again, he still has no idea it's even there. He, again, is running along the bottom lane of the map. He never even went in the middle. He just got 3, which is really nice. But yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see. Oh, and that looks like the Huntress Hall is down.
Okay, that means Lures again, Dryads again, hopefully Bears at some point. We haven't seen any tier 3 techs just yet. So will Scars lead the Demon Hunter? No, he's not crossing the middle. It's a little downside now because his shop is obviously in the middle where he doesn't want to go.
No, he's got to run around the back of his base. Maybe he's got the Naga. The Naga picked up some salves, so maybe he can slow the Demon down. Although, Boots...
I think it's the right call, though, to let a Corsair die.
You forced the Demon across the map, completely out of position, and away from your expo. He still has no idea it's there, and it's done. I mean, there's no way to cancel it now. And now, the only thing I will say for PaTo is he's level 3 on that Demon, and 3-1 versus 1-1 is not good, but yeah, he's going to be on a timer here really soon.
Very, very scary situation for PaTo. XP, of course, clearly in the favor of the Brazilian with that level up, but Scars can also easily catch up if he has the time. Naga's getting caught, though. Little bit of block. Grunts are helping, though.
And that's the weird situation. If he has the time to creep up, that also means he's giving time to PaTo to creep up. And giving time to PaTo allows him to move up in the middle of the map and see that expo. He's just determined to keep him in that bottom lane or on his side of the map.
And he's exactly doing that. Naga is alive, the other one's getting chased, but man, Scars mining from 2 bases, same supply, same tech. Now the Dryads are coming in, seems a bit slow, but of course this was hectic moments. And Scars is building that war mill, getting the reinforced defense, getting the towers up, and then that's it.
And that is my concern, is that that war mill feels a little late. He really wants to fortify that middle area. Towers, burrows, you know, cement towers, get them up so that way, you know, get a couple raiders.
Oh. We get the fight here. He's chasing once again. That's another hero kill for PaTo. Slowly but steady. It's getting really scary.
It's getting out of hand. 1-1 versus 4-1 is not good. And that Demon inventory is terrifying.
It's one Demon to rule them all. Like, it's his damage output. Yo, my God. PaTo, maybe he knew all along and he knew that this is going to be his timing. Creeps are getting involved as well.
This is why I'm not a fan of this map, because there's 1,000 things going on for both players right now. He just saved it.
These grunts, man, they're all getting slaughtered by the Naga. What the hell? That's a double kill. He's getting close to level 4 in a bit. And what's replacing them?
He's going, and this is the issue now, like, the Raiders pulling the creeps. You're hoping that he ensnares or casts Fairy Fire on the Night Elf units, but yeah, no burrow at the expo, no fortified tower.
Scars, man, he was with 1 foot in the round of 16, but we saw him shaking his head. He's frustrated, lost his entire army, and it still takes so much time. The expo advantage is gone, all the peons down.
All the peons are down, and they're going to stay down unless he can push him back even for a half a minute to get some way to fortify that middle expo. I mean, just getting level 2 now is rough. It's nice that he has the catch with the Raiders, but...
Oh, this might be the end here of the Fastio Fault as well. It's PaTo in the round of 16. Double potion. Oof. Saves him for a bit, but where's the damage output against the Demon Hunter? How is he supposed to stop him? It's still the question. Naga by Scars is back. Maybe a chain lightning at some point, but mana is also an issue.
Yeah, I mean, the Demon would be less scary because he's not... He just went evasion. He's evasion 1, so he's not super tanky, and he doesn't have any mana, but that right-click damage is just I mean, it's too much.
It's too much?
It's too much.
Java says it's too much, I get it. Still
too much.
trying though, Fastia. There is a Dryad supposed to block and slow. Wolves are eating away. Fish is on the menu. Maybe no wolf it is. Another hero kill. What is it, number 4, number 5? I lost track. And the Naga gets away. PaTo activated, getting kill after kill.
Demon is halfway to 5. He is just now building that tower. I hope that he is spending his time as wisely as he can, because I really think that, Scars is the one now on the clock. I really thought it was going to be PaTo with that expo, but no, it's Scars.
You were probably right with that prediction here. If PaTo is not overextending, the favorite will prevail. Towers are being cancelled as well, maybe a bit too offensive. The Naga is holding a push against some Dryad. Scars, you need some Dota skills here.
The Dryads are dancing. Those grunts are barely making contact with them.
Ooh.
It's just dead.
Here we go! The peon is blocking a little bit as well, and that's another kill. GG, well played. Scars is not going into the round of 16 again. Smile on his face, but the Brazilian is celebrating in Dortmund. The travel was worth it after all. Give it up for PaTo, everybody. Very, very solid celebration.